Yeah, in the parking deck, I ended up for my other seminar class. And you will see your friends back home, they're having fun, and you are just lost in your room. One class can be in this building, the other class can be in this building, the other be in this building. I did celebrated Halloween, Christmas. The academics over here are very different. Talk to your seniors about what are the classes that you should sign up for. I was also one of those who had on-campus job before landing. It felt like home away from home. My MacBook Pro got broken. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Simmi, with another new video. Today in this video, I'm gonna document my freshman year experience in the United States. First, I will start with my moving in and settling up process. It all started last year in August when I moved to the States all alone for the very first time 2 days before my class was going to start. Everything over here was so new and different to me, like from getting a US SIM card, Panther card, which is my college ID card, and connecting to dorm Wi-Fi, getting dorm essential, opening bank account. So as I mentioned about dorm essential, I was living in freshman residence hall and everyone over there was so friendly and trying to make new friends. I met a girl who was volunteering for a moving process, and the next day I'm going out with her on Marta, and the Marta over here was very different than the Bangalore metro. I know it's not a big deal to do all the things alone, but back home I remember I used to do everything with my parents or my brothers, and it gave me a sense of independence and that made me proud. So after 2 days my class was supposed to get started. I was recommended to see the buildings and where my classes were gonna take place beforehand, but I was so proud of myself that I know how to use Google Maps. I had my schedule, but I didn't went to this is where my first class is, this is where my second class is. Okay, so for my first week, I had an honors seminar class and the address was some digit and then words. Suppose it was 100, this. So I put in the Google Map this, but not the 100. And I ended up in a parking deck. Yeah, in the parking deck, I ended up for my honors seminar class. And I asked a couple of people and then I put it again in the Google Map and then I ended up the correct classroom on time. There's also events happening everywhere around the campus, like there will be free things, free stuff, free this, free that, and there will be Ask Me booth, like the campus feel vibrant. And yeah, that was the first week experience about the classes. The academics over here are very different than India. It's not like we have one final exam and we have to ace that and we are all set. No, we have quizzes, homeworks, labs, midterms, and of course final. Everything is counted to get an A plus or something. So you cannot be like, I will study a day before final and I will get a 99 or 100 and you will get an A plus and you're all set. No, you have to study every day and meet the due dates. And in India, we used to like submit the assignments and homeworks in person by giving it to the professor in the classroom. But here we have our college portal where we have to upload the homeworks or do the homeworks. For some classes, we have to purchase ebooks, which cost around $80 or $120 or something around that range. And then we have to do homeworks over there and like it will be graded automatically. It happens for my calculus 1, calculus 2 and then a linear algebra class. And some professor, like my advanced English class, we had to submit the essay via email or we had to type the essay, print it out and give it to professor in the class. Here we do not have to write with pen and paper, and typing the homeworks really feels cool. And for my honors lab class, we had to submit the computer science assignment on the professor's server, and that was a huge thing to do at that moment. So it depends on the class that you are signing up for. There are different methods, different professors choose different ways of like teaching. And the classes over here are not like in one building itself. No, you have to walk to different buildings for different classes. Like one class can be in this building, the other class can be in this building, the other be in this building. So you have to walk a lot. For me, whenever I schedule my classes, I make sure I have enough time between those two classes, at least 15 minutes. And if it's like 2 hours, 3 hours gap, I study in the library or I go home. We do back and forth all the time for classes, work and every other thing. Talking about on-campus jobs and opportunities. So I was also one of those who had on-campus job before landing in the States. And that job was not that great. I knew I had to find different job for next semester onwards. So I used to go to all the on-campus job fairs. I used to cold email, apply to the most of the jobs on Handshake platform. It's a website or app where you can apply for on-campus jobs, research and internships. Luckily, I was able to get a different job. By cold emailing, I got my lab assistant job, and by going to the on-campus job where I got to know about tour guide job and I applied for it. That worked for me, and I am currently working at both these jobs. And during the summer, I did a research work at the Trent Center as the math path scholar by CASA GSU. I had my other job as well, the tour guide job. I was getting hours from there as well, and I also was a global ambassador. Yeah, so that was all about the jobs and opportunities. When it comes to extracurricular activities, I'm part of like more than 20 plus clubs and organization. I joined computer science clubs, girls who code, girls plus plus, mathematics and statistics club, design club, a student alumni association, Indian cultural club, you name it. Like I'm in many clubs, I believe. For these like clubs, we have club meetings and events that we can attend, and you can always be a board member, that I'm planning to do so in future. Even in the United States, I got to celebrate my cultural festivals like Holi, Garba, Deepavali and everything, and it felt like home away from home. Even I got to celebrate other cultural festivals like Thanksgiving. For that, I went to my friend's home. I did celebrated Halloween, Christmas. We had a lot of fun. Of course, there will be days when you will miss your parents and family, you will get homesick, and there were also some days when you will be like, what is happening in my life? Everything was falling apart. For me, my worst week was the week when my MacBook Pro that I was using from my 11th grade got broken. It stopped working all of a sudden, and I was like, damn. And it was during finals. And during that week, I was also getting a lot of rejections from all the jobs that I had applied to. And you will see your friends back home, they're having fun, and you are just lost in your room. And sometimes it is really overwhelming to manage all the classwork, assignments, exams, jobs, and social life for someone like me who used to be a book nerd back in home. And of course, there were days when you're doing your schoolwork with hot chocolate and noodles and snow falling right in front of you from the mirror. It was so nice experience. And here comes the tips and suggestion part. Get a campus tour or explore the buildings. Don't be like me, who is confident in using Google Maps and still end up in the parking deck for class. Try to talk to people and start a conversation, but only to a fact that it doesn't feel like you are the only one who is putting out the effort. Also talk to your seniors about what are the classes that you should sign up for which semester. I feel like they provide a better class registration and schedule plan, and they also know the professor, so they will always suggest you. As I was saying, sometimes it gets hard to manage all the things. Try to upload the class schedule on the Google Calendar and the work schedule as well, or like have a to-do app or something that you are organized with. Yeah, so that was my freshman year experience in the States. If you have any question, feel free to ask that in the comment down below, and if you like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay tuned. Until then, see you next time. Bye.